Okay, movie turning, great. Makeup is perfect. Hello friends of the French Forêt region, I am greeting you. Long time no see, no coffee, no worky. Oh, it's just snow. Good to be with you again. Yeah, as I told you, long time no see. Year 2023 has been very busy for me. That's why we didn't meet. I will come at the point immediately. So, last year I had a lot to do. Firstly, I had to change my domicile. So I switched from one location to the other location, 4 kids, 2 dogs, a wife, and take all the stuff and moving to another place in 100 kilometers far away. And it took me a lot of time, right? Then I have been in French Guyana. And this is one of the most important purpose of this video. I have been, after 40 years, back to French Guyana again. Great stuff. You will be testimony of this adventure later on, right? Then, of course, we have still running the war in Ukraine. We have war in Israel, Gaza, Palestine. Awful war with which I cannot identify, with which I will not identify, right? And a lot of things going on in 2024 so long. I created a French channel, channel, Légion étrangère, and I will put the link down here. I promoted my channel in German language, of course, and I think now it's your turn again. So nice to meet you. I have been in French Guyana. I've been in French Guyana with 2 buddies. The first one was Patrick. Patrick was a caporal chef who served with me in French Guyana in 1985. He was caporal chef. In French Guyana, his name was Dan. He comes from Austria and he's a very genuine guy. I will tell you later about this gentleman. And then I've been in French Guyana with Thierry. Thierry is nobody else than Thierry Chagnot. Hello Thierry, I'm greeting you. And Thierry was the same company with me, in the 3rd company of the 3rd REI, Troisième Régiment étranger d'Infanterie. And we had a great time in the years between 85 and 87. And now, 30 years to 40 years after these events, after our time in French Guyana, we have been back. We had, of course, different reasons to go there. My reason was, of course, to see the regiment again, to have the feeling of the country French Guyana again, to see places where I fell in love, to see places where I left blood, sweat and tears, to see the jungle again, to see all the animals again, to go into the silver again. And that was my main purpose. So I had always the camera with me. The other 2 guys had other reasons to go there. The main reason of the 2, Thierry and Daniels, Patrick, has been being mainly with the regiment, in the bars, in the bar cabaret chef, had a lot of drinks, have a lot of songs, have a lot of memories and souvenirs. And this was the aim of the 2 guys. But I wanted to go out in the silver. And I met with Antonio Lopez. I will come later on to Antonio Lopez. I met with the excellent devil of the silver, Antonio Lopez. I met with Narcis, the bushmaster, the real bushmaster. And both have served in the 3rd REI like instructor concerning silver, AMF stages and courses, whatever. I cannot find the name. Stage de survie in the brousse, in the jungle, you know what I mean. And it was fine to be with both. I have been back in the CEFE, Centre d'Entraînement Forêt équatoriale, and I've been back on the rivers like Apruac and Maroni and what was the other name? Oyapock. I was on Oyapock. I was on the Kuuru River. I was on the Mataroni River. And it was great. It was great to be there. And 2 things I enjoyed the most. 2 things I was the most impressed of was the meeting with Antonio Lopez. So I held an interview with him during 1 hour. And the other thing was the meeting with the Bruce again, with the silver guided by Narcisse. Narcisse de Freitas, right? Narcisse, both Narcisse and Antonio have been like dinosaurs in the third REI. You cannot imagine a third REI without them. Impossible, impossible. Antonio Lopez has been there for 9 years. I think he made 3 séjours there, and he was the devil. He was the devil. He was the main instructor of this good regiment, you know. And yeah, it was great to be there. And we testimonied of a ceremony of the Fête de la Fourragère. I was there with the camera. You will see it afterwards. And great stuff. Let me tell you something about Antonio Lopez. Antonio Lopez, I met him the first time in my life in Calvi. Was about 1995. And we made a course together, a stage. And it was the Caporal's course. Caporal CME F2, you know. And Antonio Lopez impressed me so much. He was able, the only guy, the third guy in my life I met who could do 300 push-ups in a row. Yes, 300 fucking push-ups in a row. Nobody did better than him, right? And now, a couple of months before I met him, last year, he was star of a movie. He was like protagonist of a movie. The movie called Le Dernier Homme, The Last Man, and The Last Man will be shown in France in a couple of days, you know? So Antonio Lopez is one of the heroes in Le Dernier Homme. And let me tell you something. Once I knew a guy, I still know the guy. He is in Los Angeles now, and his name is Vandenberg, Dominic Vandenberg. I'm sure you heard about him. And Dominic Vandenberg, he served with me in the fucking second rep, deuxième régiment étranger de parachutistes in the years between 1987 and 1988. You know, no coffee, no worky. Wait a moment. And Antonio Lopez, I served with. He was there he was also in the second rep in the 4th company, sniper and saboteurs. He is now a movie star. And Vandenberg is a movie star, because Vandenberg, when he left the Legion, he went straight away to Los Angeles, and he was protagonist, actor in a movie called, you know the movie, Gangs of New York. A friend of mine, actor in Gangs of New York, side by side with Cameron Diaz and Leonardo DiCaprio. Wow, great stuff. And now Antonio Lopez is the second friend of mine, actor principal in a movie called Le Dernier Homme. Start of the movie will be in France, in all big cities in France, in a couple of days. I think it's about mid-February, something like this. So, what I will show you now, right now, is we will go out. I will take you out there. You will meet Lopez. You will meet Narcisse. You will meet De Silva. You will meet the Abrouag River, and you will meet the CEFE, Centre Entraînement Forêt Équatoriale. And what I wish you is enjoy. Yeah? What else can I say before starting the movie? Of course, you will see also the camp du commandant Forget, the ceremony, and yeah, stuff like this. Very interesting things. What else can I say before I leave you and I switch on the movie? For you to please is vive la France, vive la France, vive la Légion étrangère, amitié légionnaires. The film will start right now. Enjoy. Tu quaques?
Riz.
Tu ris.
Moi j'ai arrivé, c'était 3h50.
Ouais.
L'autre jour, putain, lui, il n'est pas arrivé.
Ça va?
Ça va, très bien.
Tu montes où à Machikou?
Hein?
Tu vas à Machikou?
Non, je vais ici à je sais pas où.
Depuis quand ici au CEFE?
Bah, je suis là depuis, bon, ça fait 12 ans.
Ça fait 2 ans?
Ouais, je suis là pour 3 ans.
Ah, t'as fait prolonger de 1 an?
Ouais, exactement.
Pourquoi? Ça te plaît ou il
Oui.
manque de personnel?
Ça me plaît beaucoup ici. Ouais.
C'est bien.
C'est la belle vie ici en fait.
Ouais.
Ouais. Après, il faut aimer la forêt. Hein. Parce que quand même, on reste tout le temps ici. Donc il faut aimer la forêt.
Allez, regarde les maisons. Voilà.
Tiens, la lampe. Tu m'allumes avec la lampe.
Tu es pas là, c'est vrai. T'as pris l'ordière?
Ouais.
Sûr?
Ouais.
Oui, de toute façon.
Das ist Brajo. Baumhart. Comme ça.
Si, tu te perds de compter l'arbre.
Ouais.
Ok, j'arrive au bout, qu'est-ce que je vais faire avec là? Moi, je vais tourner autour de mon poignet pour casser la tige, hein, pour donner plus de résistance.
Ok.
Donc, je vais faire comme ça et je vais casser la tige qui est à l'intérieur. Tu fais des mous. Voilà. Je vais les faire. Là, je vais faire ma pécogne. Je vais avec un éplat.
Ah, d'accord.
Je pense qu'ils sont tous là-bas.
T'as vu, l'arbre de voyageur, c'est moi qui premier.
Ah ouais?
Voilà. Un éplat. Là, c'est bon. Je coupe. Ça ne me sert pas. Là, je vais serrer encore plus. Ok. Donc là, on va voir. Bon, ça c'est un...
Et après, on ajoute la technicité. Et après le savoir-faire, et après la science, on la cherche.
Ouais.
Et la seule chose qu'il faut voir, c'est que quand on part en forêt, on part bien comme prédateur, bien comme victime. Si c'est comme victime, c'est qu'on compte le temps qu'il survit. Si c'est comme prédateur, on pense déjà à gagner, à s'en sortir.